Really annoying. Yeah. We've just been having the casters mute their own, but sometimes they forget that's the problem. And then, like, you might say something you don't want to, you know?
Okay, it's off now.
Okay, well, now we want to go live, though.
Okay, they want to go live. Sorry.
But that's more a general...
I should be saying sorry to you.
That's a general note. In general, when we're on a break, the mic should be muted over there. But in this particular case, we want to go live now, so we need the mics on.
Why am I
Okay, just to make sure.
Why am I getting the English channel is best on my record? Audio from there, I get it over here. Why am I getting it?
On your stream?
Yeah. Like, I guess they are doing it with the music, because they send in some kind of music, they might as well just... Music is so quiet, and it's like one of the volume.
So I just not have them play the music today. Tomorrow you do everything.
I can't play the music from...
It's separate?
Even with the setup, I can't play
The music.
Well, from the machine which controls the audio. That thing just lets me control the volume of it. It doesn't control me, let me control the...
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Oh, it has, actually.
Go, Ben. Ben, game started, Ben.
Yo!
Oh, that was fast.
Okay.
Ian?
Get it.
Fast. They must have their own computer.
My hands are all fucking
Sticky.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
What's up? Okay, let's do it. I'm ready. You ready? Oh. What a disaster. This is actually the worst shit. Okay. Is this the left ear? This is the right. This is the left ear. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Unmuting. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nanyang Championships. Here with myself, OD Pixel, and Ben Malini. Woo, we're back with EHOME, and this is the first game of that 2-game series. I missed it. We down 2-0. Fnatic. It's going to be a close. Yeah.
I think pretty heavily favored towards EHOME. I think a little bit more lopsided than the LGD DC match. EHOME has been, I think, really good, especially with the addition of Old Chicken, surprisingly. And he's kind of come out of nowhere. I saw him play a little bit. I think on like Energy Pacemaker, but he's actually meshed into the team quite well, even after the loss of their fearless leader ROTK. And Fnatic, I think, have been underperforming. They barely squeezed by in a rather weak SEA qualifiers for the majors, and sometimes they just, I don't know. They were looking really good at like a couple months ago, and then I don't know what happened.
Okay. they've brought it back for this tournament.
Bring it back.
5 seconds remaining.
The draft so
Reserve
far,
time.
really too much out of the order.
Invoker ban is very unusual.
Necessary against Fnatic.
Invoker's good. He's a pretty good hero. He's also really good versus Spirit Breaker and Queen, especially the Quas-Wex Invoker. Oh my gosh, it's devastating. Spirit Breaker can't ever get a charge off, and Queen gets owned by Cold Snap. You're kind of almost forced to get an early BKB.
Would have been very good against Wyvern. Race anyone because Invoker's just going to lay down his combo around. Yeah, with their
10 seconds remaining.
clearing that's left.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, is this the SD Mirana again? They pick SD a lot. They picked it a decent amount in the qualifiers, and they paired it with Mirana a decent amount. If they didn't get the Mirana, they liked Lina. Shadow.
How did they do
They did okay, but they were playing all SCA teams. So the SC,
play?
like Mineski and Fnatic were by and large the best teams in the SA region. Even the third team 1-2-3 was not that strong. So
Against the might be.
yeah, I think doing it against EHOME is very dangerous, but it's pretty good for Darkseer, I would say. It's also pretty good against a Spirit Breaker rushdown. But it's especially good if you have a hero to combo it with. So expect what, Lina or Priest or Priestess of the Moon Knight, maybe expect after Mirana.
They're not still the old track today. 618.
I mean, they tried it once at ESL, but after they lost the game so badly, I don't think they're going to try it anymore. Core Last Track is very difficult to incorporate in. Lina's, I think, is generally a lot better. Last Track right now. Yeah, sure. Why not? You have Wind Ranger for the late game. EHOME also does not have that much late game, so you're fine. Wind Ranger's really good late game. Like, I think she can beat most of ones in a one-on-one with even farm.
5 seconds remaining.
In terms of
Reserve time.
I'd be much more scared of Lina, personally.
I mean, heroes. We don't have AM this game.
AM's also another option. I think AM's pretty good. It's
That's going to be banned out.
yeah. I guess because they have already picked Wind Ranger for Mushi, then they're more likely to pick. I think most of the times I've seen SD +1 was when they had a Wisp in their mid lane, which meant Mushi played the safely hero, which often he would pick Wind Ranger for. Ooh.
I mean, I guess the SD anyway, we're talking about he's going to be comboed with the Dazzle anyway.
Yeah. It's just rare. Like, you don't see Shadow Demon that much anymore. He's really good with Luna for the high ground push, though. It is incredibly good. Disrupting and sending illusions. It's like if you have that in a Manta, you can get so much damage on the tower without risking anything. It's also really good against Winter Wyvern. If someone gets Winter's Curse, you just disrupt them, and that person doesn't get owned because the range is slightly longer.
5 seconds remaining.
But he's definitely the most unusual picks out of these. But nothing that really set it up. No good lockdown for Queen of Pain aside from Shackles.
Obviously, the fact that it's going to be a Spirit Breaker map, do you think this is going to be just... Or is the SD...
It really depends. I think it's all on how the Darkseer does. If Darkseer gets zoned out early, then they're fine. But... Ooh. Bristleback? Why Bristle?
If you get kind of leading farm and then you start down lanes, I mean...
I'm still trying to piece it together. It's you don't usually see Bristleback versus a Dazzle lineup because Bristle doesn't have a lot of burst. So the weave, like whenever there's a big fight happening, Dazzle will drop weave, Bristle will start at stacks, but by the time you get a lot of stacks, you can't do that much damage because he has so much armor. So it's kind of very strange in that aspect. I'm still trying to figure out why they picked it though. He also gets decently kited by Shadow Demon, but I don't know, maybe just want a frontline melee bruiser to kind of run at the Luna and tank the Eclipse, or just make her feel pressured. But I thought she would already feel pressured already with the Spirit Breaker in the game.
5 seconds remaining.
Certainly the run at you, Strat.
Yeah, maybe they have like good synergy with the Darkseer and the Bristleback. We haven't really seen those two heroes in combination because most of the time they're both offlaners.
Issues earlier, they did to kind of rectify.
Luna's the weak point in their lineup. They have to be able to pressure the Luna a lot or kill her. I'd say like in the mid game. She's incredibly weak if she doesn't get a good start, like a free farming lane. Even if she does, she's still a little bit vulnerable until the B. Oh, you did? Okay. That is.
We knew the overlay was there. We were testing. You guys see?
Making sure Twitch chat is live. So Mushi already TPing down to place a ward. Really want to secure his safe lane. Yeah, he expects a contest though, I would say from... Let's see, what are they going to do? Queen mid, maybe Wyvern roam, Darkseer top, Darkseer crushes clock, and then... I mean, it's looking like it because Old Chicken's already running down there.
I mean, we're not going against the point in lane, but
yeah, it's so hard versus Dazzle though to pressure it. I think, but, like Dazzle with Magic Stick charges is just going to be able to heal for days on the Luna. But you can see that Fnatic kind of expected too because of the early TP down. So they really want to make sure this lane goes okay for them. But I don't know. I think it's perfectly okay to just run Darkseer in the offlane too. But a lone SD can zone him is a big problem with that. That's a good question, Nat. CCY? Just question mark. Oh. Well, Buzadao means I don't know. Yeah. May Banfa. It's like, there's nothing we can do about it. I know a little bit of Chinese, but not that much. We can ask Ellen, she's behind us.
what's been said, Helen?
I know Mei Wunti. That's the only one I know. I want...
Buns. Problem. Oh, CTY asking for first play.
Black said.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Oh, Black would be fine.
What destiny? Okay. Okay. How does Black know this much? He's really good. I'm surprised he can banter with them. Nilaya. Wow. He can only type in Pingyo. It's still pretty good. I'm impressed with Black. Yeah. Oh yeah.
In English.
Pray for the win. What else? What is this? Is the queen blinking? Dying? Queen. I think she's like... Yeah. Whoa. Do you, what's your zoom in button? I have no idea. Helen?
Yarns. Terrifying. How's that happened to it?
They're just wings.
Wings holding a sword.
Oh. Yeah, what? I have no idea.
What is this? Welcome.
This is Timber? That's not the building I wanted to click on. What's this one? Dot.
What is that?
Frondillo. Nope. It's okay. I got it.
Alright, back on. Let's hope the ping is fine. It's like everything's fine, no one's in back straight away. So.
Safe lane queen.
So I guess it's going to be we're still back in the mid.
Should be. I mean, Old Chicken's our mid player, but I didn't know if he was going mid. Okay.
So the Bristle back. How many?
I don't think so. I don't think he's that great. He's generally not that great versus ranged heroes. He's okay in versus melee or versus Wisp X lane. Okay. You want to introduce?
Charging around him. Be 11 on his off. Dark, see our Old Chicken.
30 seconds to battle.
So it's going to leave CTY here on that safe lane.
Fnatic, we have DJ, aka Chrissy, on the offlane. Clockwork, Ohio, on the support. Dazzle, Nets, on the Shadow Demon. Black playing the mid Wind Ranger. And last but not least, Mushi on the safe lane. Luna, see what cosmetics he's rocking. Godlike Priest 2. That's pretty good with Luna. With Luna? Since it came out on the compendium? Yeah, Luna's not like... Luna's not that common. I think that's good.
The nice thing about it is we're going to be very comfortable. We're going to allow the Wyvern and the Spirit to be very active across the
Yep.
constantly decided for now.
So let's see, Magic's wand already picked up first by Black. He knew this was coming.
Not on my watch.
And so 11 getting the good start. Good start is you don't get zoned out until level 2. So that's pretty good. And already going with some pulls. It's tough though because they don't have a stout shield on the Luna. One of the downsides of having Luna, she's like not that great at tanking creeps versus on the tower, which you're gonna be forced to do fairly often, I would say, versus Darkseer. And I don't know. They're still okay though. They have the Dazzle heal sustain.
Yeah, I mean, shells out. An SD to surge away.
Good interruption by Kaka of that pull. They really need the level 2 at least.
Yeah. Really are relying on. Yes, with that. Here, and especially gets to the point. Start making moves.
Bad luck.
Let's say the Wyvern is really nice. Every time the focus fire comes out, suddenly.
Yeah, at the same time, I still think that Wind Ranger's pretty good versus it because, like, generally a lot of your damage comes from focus fire. So if someone gets cold, like Winter's Curse, you're not actually killing your own teammate. And on top of that, like, he's generally sitting behind someone, which makes it, I think, somewhat easier to shackle. But Cold Embrace is decent. Focus fire is like so low though. It's not like a you know, it's not like a BKB or something, right? It's not like, okay, you had to deal with it once and then that's the end of the fight. You have to deal with it multiple times throughout the fight, so it's tough. Wind Ranger, I just think is really strong at the moment. Good hero.
Pass it between both sides. Them trying to move.
Yeah.
As we up the.
But they have level 3 on Darkseer though, so that's good.
Guys, Old Chicken. No, with the pace of this.
I wonder if they're ever going to start stacking Ancients for him yet. Looks like they aren't really that concerned about it, just mostly trying to secure 11's farm this early on into the game. And I think they saw him drop that Observer Ward. They should have at least. They have to be worried about stacking though, because Darkseer can take it out pretty easily. They might just Iron Shell the Spirit Breaker and just run him in. So it's a difficult lane for these guys to deal with. He doesn't want to get hit by Heal Bomb though, so he won't actually walk into creeps.
Oh, good Heal Bomb come out.
Oh!
He's gonna bring in 11. Oh, I got a bit of a self-team block there, but Nano 11 gets himself out. Oh no, he doesn't. Black came in just to the right side with a power shot, and Kaka's going to get taken down as well. And there by Fnatic, and as we were saying, he had that lineup of having this off lane, but deal with it, especially as he plays power shot. Stop that one.
Yeah, that's pretty much a free lane for Luna then for the first like 7 or 8 minutes. That's incredibly good. That's the first step for Fnatic. Secure Luna's farm, make sure Wind Ranger doesn't die, and they're not pressing to Wind Ranger at all, so make sure that the Luna's very protected. And on top of that, they're able to utilize their spawn very well versus the Darkseer. So that's, yeah, a huge win for Fnatic. Overall in team fights too, like EHOME's is much stronger. They have what, the vacuum wall, they have the Winter's Curse, even the Sonic Wave from the Queen of Pain, whereas Fnatic, all they really have is like Eclipse, I would suppose. I'd say it's a really strong team fight ability. Maybe Shackle Shot.
Gets a bash. There's a Sonic Wave available as well here. Decided to commit to why he is. He's going to straight over here. Hasn't got the mana though for the Sonic Wave, even with charges, so maybe mana pool there. Same time bottom lane, net. I want to Darkseer and you just gotta get yourself.
I'm surprised he didn't kill steal with the with the Lucent Beam. Because you want as much gold as possible, get your HOD up and start doing stacks, but maybe they're more concerned about getting farmer supports, because gold on supports is just so hard to come by. It depends on which player you talk to. Some of them are like, supports don't get any opportunities to get gold, so one where you have to choose in between the carry and the support, you almost always give to the support in the early game, and carries just farm the lane. Whereas some people are like, carries are the most important people on your team, you just give them all the farm. That makes sense. So it depends on the player. I don't really think there's a right or wrong way.
Black gets himself.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And like Mushi's left on his own as a support. Playing Clockwork, going to have DJ levels.
Boom, there
Level
it
5.
goes.
Going better than he. So higher here, kicking off. Will be used. Bottom lane. Catch out this Darkseer, and I think he just might. He's got the disruption. Mushi and Ohio moving in and again. Plays here from 11, and it's going to cost him his life again.
He underestimated the Luna Aura. The Lunar Blessing gives you so much night vision. He wouldn't have gotten that off without that. That's really bad for EHOME. Surprised they're not further behind in net worth though. Only 1,000? That's pretty good. 4 kill deficit.
Yeah, but
Get some levels, get kills with Queen 6, even though that hasn't happened yet, and get just more ultimates online. They're way stronger at team fight, so it's okay if they lose a laning phase. It's not that big of a deal. Trying to limit Clockwork's impact too, because Clockwork I think can kind of isolate the Bristleback as well as the Darkseer, and those are your heroes that you really want with some sort of farm. So looks like they've done decently in the keep DJ down part.
closing in on that 6.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is going to be.
That's okay. just charge them up or put an ion shell on them, charge in later for team fights. It's not a huge deal for them because they do have the superior team fight, although they do not have the superior late game, so you kind of expect them to turn things up. Fnatic's kind of like, where are they? And maybe they didn't realize that they stacked up so much for them. You see these illusions scouting out from Clockwork, kind of trying to gain information as to whether or not they smoked, like whether they're doing Ancients, like where exactly is their team, because they are a very mid-game focused team with their lineup. So it's pretty good for them. I think they kind of caught back up in terms of economy because of that, and now they sent back the Wyvern into the bottom lane because they're done contesting this after the 4 deaths.
I think not.
Decent time.
You didn't need that.
It's a good sentry. He just killed Observer Ward that was like pretty much on the edge.
Playing with this himself the towers to be charged for on him.
Oh, this is the time. He's a great person to kill. I guess they have defensive disruption.
Kaka leads forward with the disruption.
Oh.
Very nice. The Eclipse didn't do that much damage in return. They did need to disrupt because of the fact the charge would connect, but maybe a little bit of miscommunication. Where she
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
gets herself out. Missed opportunity. Fnatic just. So, you might find out.
That was a
This could be. So look. Oh, look, kill it. He just sets it up with Kaka. Nice man. Nice man, old chicken.
well, he went on him because he thought he was trapped in this little pocket. So that's like a okay, whatever. If he disrupts, he's still dead.
Radiant
But
structures are fortified.
he was level 6, so he did have the potential to kite him if he went for a solo kill. But Spirit Breaker was close enough. What's old chicken gonna go for? Drums? Mech maybe? Yeah.
Catch him a bit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant
Crimson's
top
really
tower
good
is
versus
under attack.
Wind Ranger. It's also really good versus Luna. I think it's worth it. But they also want like some sort of Roche potential too. So you could also go something else, yeah. Looks like Vanguard as his build.
Let's put some pressure on the mid one on the bottom tier one. Halfway through. Adam.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Found himself. Now got the last hit on it as well. Why here? CT1. Fine.
Nighttime. Nighttime's a good time to fight for Radiant. Although, don't know if they want to do it. She just picked up her HOD, so let's see what camp she's gonna get. Centaur. Yeah. Don't really want any of these, but I guess you just go for a creep now so you can start stacking by the 13-minute mark. EHOME are surprisingly passive, I would say. The mech. Yeah, it's already the nighttime though, so it's like slightly dangerous. Eclipse is already cooled down.
Dark light.
Great smoke pop by CTY right there. He's like the one that's most difficult to kill. If he's standing around over here, there's like almost no way they can kill him. Maybe like a disruption into like a cogs pushback into shackle, but unless he's standing right behind a tree, or right in front of a tree rather, it's extremely difficult. So he's kind of the one that can just be super far out there. And they had the charge out on the top lane, so they can see if heroes are out behind him.
Dire's bottom tower under attack.
Bottom lane cut. As of yet.
Mushi, please.
Regeneration.
There was a bit of action going on, so maybe just I'm trying to get this hook shot. My Black's focus fire should be able to find 11. Nice block there from DJ, making sure that.
You come back, I'll kill you again.
Radiant's top
Use the
tower
mech.
is under attack.
Saved it.
I would have bought them more time at least. You want to waste their time as much as possible.
Yeah. Very nice
Radiant's
stack.
top tower is under attack.
Oh my god, I hope that they.
I mean, it would take Luna so long to kill it though, right? It's like, yeah, they can take it, but the time that it's gonna take them to do it, it's like it just leaves them way too vulnerable. And they have an observer ward over there. They ideally want to jack it as he gets low.
Chicken.
Radiant's top
Front lines now. Mushi's in with the Eclipse. They'll get one. It's nice for him. The Shackle on old Chicken, but it's showing his backside. Now with the Con Embrace as well. They can't kill the Pistol Mushi. Start punching him or something. Step out of it because CTY comes forward with a Sonic Wave onto 2. The disruption and the Shallow Grave being thrown down onto Mushi. Do everything they can to keep him alive and very nicely placed. Well, Fnatic to come out there though. They get the slow onto DJ. Why's not going to continue to follow it down though. Stay to the side of it.
Dire's middle tower has
Black's
fallen.
just come back in on himself a free.
And they have like huge wards down. These are like really good. An old chicken might be in some trouble when they want to go in. They don't have a smoke though to approach that camp, which is going to be really hard because they have this observer ward. But looks like DJ might be going for a hook shot.
Do it. His performance. I'm gonna see him for a shadow poison. Now they realise he's there, there's gonna be so that's no.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is such a large stack.
Now a Loon. Still on course.
Okay, they gave up. Screw it. So much gold though. It's sad to see that go to waste, but it's even sadder to throw the game because you really want that. There's a lot of golems. Are they still trying to go for it?
Kind of wrap round. But a few large ones in. Worth the fighting here.
They don't see the observer ward either. Whew.
Dire's top
The
tower
hook
is
shot.
under attack.
Having second thoughts about fighting.
Dark light.
I mean, this stack's like kind of almost gone.
Rock it on.
Really want to fight around there. Down the cogs.
They don't want to walk up the hill though, because if they try and eclipse, they might not have vision. Actually, they have the observer ward, but they're still kind of obscured in this area over here. On top of that, like they're not. Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna lead in. The hook shot on 12 Chicken now. Mushi wrapping around the walls being dropped. Eclipse comes out with a vacuum now, and then the Illusion's doing so much damage. Now it's CTY with a wrap around Sonic Wave. They've killed DJ. They'll find Mushi as well. So no, the Shallow Grave comes out in time, and now the Winter's Curse onto Net. He'll surely go down. The second pick off here for EHOME. Double kill for 11 as they also find Mushi. Black's gonna look for the T out here. Will he be able to make it? No, the win run doesn't last long enough to save him. Triple kill from 11, and as we were just saying, that was going to be always a massive choke point to fight in. It's an easy battle for 11 on Darks.
Yeah.
Those kills he gave away.
That was huge. That was such a sick vacuum wall. On top of like just doing a lot of damage, it soaked up a lot of the Eclipse hits too. So that's a level 2 Eclipse, I guess. Yeah, I think it was level 11 before that fight. But regardless, that was massive. Like at that point, if you're Fnatic, like why don't we just go in when the stack's like already low instead of when it's pretty much already gone?
Radiant's bottom tower is
Yeah,
under attack.
maybe.
fight and then just
Radiant's
I think they kind of hoped that they would be spammed down a little bit more with the help of like Power Shot and the Shadow Poison, and then wait for like someone to be at half HP. But Spirit Breaker already TP'd back. He's the one that got low. He TP'd back and then he charges back in. So that kind of point of initiation's already a moot. I thought I was missing a kill. And the Shackle didn't latch as well, so EHOME just had really good positioning, and they're confident in taking the fight because they had the vision over there. So that's kind of why they felt that burst of confidence. But
just the stacks, and this time
I'm impressed with EHOME's positioning though in that fight. Like Darkseer is close enough to not get shackled, not be a shackled targetee to the backside, and he's close enough to vacuum wall like before the Eclipse comes out. So that was like just really, really well played by EHOME. And then on top of that, the follow Winter's Curse to ensure Mushi's death was also a very, very nice play. But on the side of Fnatic, they're kind of lacking a mech, which is like you have a worse teamfight lineup on top of a mech. That's like I really don't want a team fight. We shouldn't, or we're gonna lose the fights. So, if you're them, you want to do your own Ancients and try and compete farm for farm rather than.
yes, they are trying to slow onto the turn. Shot Jake coming in onto Kaka. Over. Remember there to fight, and they'll get the ult onto DJ, pulling him back with a vacuum as well. It's out from Mushi, but he's going to be held in place by the Winter's Curse. And let me just tank damage there to avoid the charge, but the wall's been popped out now. Now with the Sonic Wave as well, Fnatic have to be careful about across this wall. With the cold embrace.
I don't think they heard the buyback. He's coming back in. He does have a hook shot not available. Ooh, that's rough. They wasted Eclipse, too. Again, a good wall. Like, what are you gonna do? Do you really want to walk up at that point and get destroyed? Yeah. But still, it's better than them walking up the hill, get hit by like a Vacuum's wall into Winter's Curse Sonic Wave, just, like while Bristle Quills are stacking him. That's just really bad. So this Bristle is being a big pain in the butt. Like he doesn't have that much farm. He's number 4 in terms of net worth, but like, how is he gonna die? Especially with like Ion Shell on him, he's gonna just be such a big problem. They don't have enough burst for him, and he can actually tank the Eclipse right now. Still priority number 1, killing this kitty.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Uh-oh. That's an Orchid. Orchid against Dazzle and Shadow Demon is incredibly good.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're doing a good job of like limiting the burst. Like they I don't know, it seems like they like almost overcommit defensive cooldowns though on the Mushi, like the Grave and the Disruption overlap on the other side and whatnot.
Yeah, there's a little bit of drop.
Oh.
Very nice. That may have sacked his heart for the line hit. Practice a bit of poison out. Less. Stacks. He's got 1100 yoga clubs. BKB's, yeah.
BKB is like almost always necessary on Luna unless you have. Yeah, you just have to get it. Like bad for again the Orchid on the Queen of Pain. Devastating. This is kind of what I expected from Siler in that other game.
Come out here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Vision
attack.
notes to chase. Line gets up
Radiant structures are fortified.
the sideline.
He has a blink, so they can easily go in for a kill.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Hard to do so. Walls back 11 and Coach Surge definitely going to run high ground. DJ
Yeah, but now Luna's isolated with no Eclipse, so I don't think they know that she's there. But if this fight breaks out, they could. Yeah. Okay. They clean up some of the stacks. That's not that bad. But they haven't been able to get any mileage out of the Hamo Dominator. It was only a 3-stack to begin with. And I think she had it like around 15 maybe even a little bit earlier. I think maybe like 13. So that's like 10 minutes and you only get 2 stacks out of your HOD. That's not value. But kind of, you know, that's kind of a team decision though, trying to take this stack out. That was super costly. Force? Uh-oh, Mushi, no BKB yet. Oh, he's not gonna TP out in time. And, oh, what? They didn't go for him? Wow. I guess they didn't have vision.
Yeah,
I mean, look at it from their point of view though. I guess they didn't. They had this ward though behind them, so I'm actually a little bit surprised they didn't go for it.
And there's so TY looking for a Sonic Wave, pops the BKB, trying to get himself in a good position. DJ actually missing the hook, goes straight across. Vacuum wall is very nice from the side of EHOME, and now the Wickers pull up as well. I heard he's trapped out there, is a Shelly Brave on himself, but it almost looks like there. Sonic Wave from CTY, burst down the dazzle, the charge through from Kaka, chasing down Black, the shackle shot, cancel the charge, but CTY just blinks forward, he's got the cleanup, they're chasing down Mushi as well, they'll find that.
Jeez. 11.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Doesn't matter. What a vacuum wall. Jeez. They even got like a lot of close range stacks during it too. That's devastating, man. It was still a good jump though. They're like, okay, well, someone got Orchid, okay, we have to use a disruption on him, and then you're kind of screwed after all the other initiation comes out. Oh, well, very well executed by EHOME.
Look at Rochelle. Easy to.
So, I guess what do you do now? You wait for BKBs if you're Fnatic, and then do you even go for team? I don't think you go for team fights. You can't go for team fights. I mean, can you survive? You can't survive. You can't split push because of Spirit Breaker. I don't know. Luna's strength is being able to, like, she's AFK farming very well. Maybe not as good as Anti-Mage, but still pretty darn good, and much better at team fighting than Anti-Mage. And she's also really good at 5-man early pushes because of the Lunar Blessing. And they haven't really pushed her into one of those two roles yet. They tried to contest the Ancients, they lost that, and then Agile like, okay, screw it, let's just try and catch up by farming. But now EHOME's like so far ahead in gold, and the BKB is not even terribly useful because of the Bristle Spray, the Nether Strike, even like the wall is like okay damage, I suppose.
Gold lane, ult from Shionu in place. Just get out the Eclipse here, but BKB is spotted by CT1. Nice defense. Now buying some time, and Kaka get credited over the creeps apart the golden embrace as well. They'll keep Kaka alive. Now Mushi there for 50 seconds, Nets on the sidelines, but CTY is spotting him out. He'll go down as well. The vacuum again. Does he catch them in the wall? But it doesn't matter. First comes out from Random. DJ getting low, he'll go down. They'll chase down Ohio as well. Maybe just find Black. Now Black will be able to blink out. Out here as well on the Dazzle. So two of them surviving, but they look again and don't have an answer for these fights.
They really don't.
Just, I mean, this point, it's not looking great.
What's sad is that they had like so many good early kills. Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Farm on Mushi. That's more than enough to.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. Versus this sort of lineup, you have to like crush your lanes, but it's just. Oh, he has Aegis and a lot of heal. I mean, they wait for them to come in on Old Chicken. If they come in on Old Chicken, then they turn around and fight. If not, then you just walk away. Old Chicken's, he's like always in a really good position too. He's like up in front. It's like, if I go in there, I want to tank a lot of close range stacks. But if I don't go on, like, if I go on them, they're just gonna they're just gonna own us with like a blink vacuum initiation. I really like his positioning in these team fights, though. I think he's been playing very well, especially like this ancient fight. I think that was the defining moment for this game, where he was like always up in front. He was also like doing the ancient, so like, okay, if you guys aren't gonna come, I'm just gonna farm this. And then he's up here. He doesn't get hit by Shackle. He also tanks all of it and manages to kind of have a huge team fight victory because he's not afraid to die.
Boom, there it goes.
Why? Very far, very low down. Yeah, it's control. Well, nice pickup here. Lead, so disruptive. That's his chance. The sneak up. Get that initial. Should just down. Make sure he can't get off the.
They don't even care about the clips, honestly. They just like straight tank through it. It's more like, can they kill him before he pops his BKB?
Yeah.
But even if he BKBs, you just Winter's Curse. So it's, you know, it's not that big of a deal.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Find it, see it, clearing it. Outlet.
Nope.
Get away.
Nope. Not with the Aegis.
Shot.
Not with the Aegis, man. Let's see. 1 minute.
Radiant's
So
middle
careful.
Do it with flair.
Still very.
This guy's Superman. Aegis. Ion Shell. Surge. Even with negative armor, they're still not really compelled to kill him.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
but
has fallen.
You need the deeps, man.
Alright, was on
They have no mobility on their team aside from Wind Ranger. Like, even if you get like a vacuum wall, like Hookshot's not going to counter initiate that, and like your supports need to stay close enough to Mushi so that he doesn't die. So like right now their line doesn't have enough threats.
a bit of smoke here. They're going to see them all here. They might get a free box at Lanham, but he knows he's going to get out with the ability to Golden Brace. Charge for onto net. Lanham's still alive here. Does get off the Winter's Curse in time to hold Black in place.
The gem.
But now up here, he's actually taking the gem, and now Kaka go down. So
Coming in.
kill for Black. Wyvern was a little caught on his own.
Yep. And pass him a free gem. That's huge.
I mean, I guess we're seeing the strength there of the fact that.
Oh, they're good at not team fighting. Yeah. Yeah. Darkseer is not there to save him or bail him out of that one. Still looks like they do still want to contest 4-on-5, realizing that the Ion Shell Bristle can do a lot of work. That's a good play from Black.
We've got a hook shot back. I don't know if you want. The fact that you back up. Tell you what, you got that. Got a lead here. Side of you having.
Luna's just too poor.
Folks, they move. Oh, they do have. Go for a hit. Guys, straight. She hit. Levin's not there, but Lanham is. They'll start to. Shadow Blade Brave and KeyTV coming out. Helping it goes as well. So Mushi might have to change the Shadow Blade. Okay, in fact, Spirit Prickle. Get away. Winter's Curse has been dropped onto the holding it back. Old Chicken's found the kill onto the SD. That's got to run, but there's a charge flying through it. EHOME here as they decide who to go for. They can opt for the kill. CT White ship. Yep, with the soul burn for the Orchid. Yeah, looks at this out. Is naked, they can't cancel onto Ohio. They're chasing surge forward. Old Chicken closing the gap onto this Dazzle. Find him, the Shackle won't let. Again, another fight where we're seeing that when EHOME do turn.
Pretty much. The supports are just like, they're there to make Mushi stronger, but he's not strong enough to kind of do that much on his own. So it's a lineup where they lack a lot of damage until Wind Ranger gets her next item, but she, you know, this game might end before she finishes the Daedalus.
Still 2 men down.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
This is that. Another time. It's a very short reach. That has.
Not enough mana on Darkseer right now to execute a huge combo, so kind of just gearing up for probably one more fight. EHOME, honestly, they just need to stick together. If they're stuck together, like, and stall long enough with like Cold Embrace and Winter's Curse to just win the team fight. So Fnatic, I think they just need to smoke like immediately and go for a kill. They do have pretty good wards up, but like if you see EHOME going into Roche, what are you gonna do? You can't go in. So they have to fight them before they fight. And late game, if you just play passively and farm, you're not gonna win out because Luna's still like not in the territory of being scary, especially with the CTY just being out of control. Yeah. Okay, here it is.
Smoke here.
This is it.
I mean, smoke and go Roche or smoke and...
Smoke and hopefully smoke and get a kill. Like.
Okay, they get a shackle onto old Chicken, and this is a lot of damage, but the Cold Embrace coming out in time here. Even with the Eclipse, Lucid Beams, it's not enough to bring down Bristleback, and now the fight goes again. This vacuum and the wall drop down. Bob's actually playing against Chrissy here. The traps in his own team. Mushi's going to get bursted down low. He's still trying to fight back, but it almost still certainly will. 4 are dead on the side of Fnatic. Now with the charge across onto the Shadow Demon. He's up on the cliff, and he's going to now be down in his grave. His deck taken down as well. Triple kill for CT1.
That was a good idea, though. It was just a Glimmer Cold Embrace was way too strong. Like, I don't know which one do you ban out. Do you ban out the Darkseer or the Winter Wyvern next game? Like, which one do you...
You ban out Dark. I mean, I think you just draft everything around the Wyvern and pick...
Yeah.
Imagine what you think.
I mean, they both own. CTUI also destroyed them. Do you? There's so many heroes that you need to take out. I mean, there's still like Tusk and other stuff like that, dude.
The active.
Yeah, CTY is really developed into something else.
I mean, that's even against fair bit of cat. Just not killing this spot.
I mean, even the Bristleback did a lot though. Like him on the front line kind of let Quap not die. So it's like, I don't know. Their lineup was just very. It just really came together, and their team play really synergizes with their lineup. It's a long shackle.
Yeah,
Is that for real?
No matter. I mean, really doesn't care.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
Man. What's he got a moment? He's right. Maybe now Chicken will be running in. The wall again onto 2. Net and a higher just get destroyed by this Darkseer.
Over and over and over.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Wow, wall is.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Yeah, which, as I said, was kind of a nice surprise from the performance where he got caught out a lot. But yes, Steve very strong.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Double wave on the team.
And they committed 3 heroes full time to that lane.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, and top lane is a matchup that Clockwork simply can't win. So that's, you know, that's a win for CTY. And I think Old Chicken did surprisingly well in the mid lane too. I didn't expect him to have like even CS. I'd expect like 70% or 80%. But.
Clearing out the base. Nasty, they might try and go for
top tower has fallen.
60 meters. picks up at the threads the needle, the hook shot for everybody. CTY spot heavy, he doesn't care about the Eclipse. Lost the Shadow Demon, and they'll probably lose she here as well. Around him, around with the right tricks, but the Hex is coming out. Chicky's moving in at the same time, and the Winter's Curse Sonic Wave beautifully across the field. Also for you to survive back here on Black, but gee, Fnatic will tap out, EHOME will take game one, and in a game that just got to the point where EHOME got ahead, and Fnatic, they were just never going to catch.
It's a pretty simple showcase of how strong Darkseer plus Winter Wyvern in combination is. Like, that was just so incredibly devastating. Even if you don't have any items, like, he didn't need a blink for that one fight near the Roche pit at the Anxious. Like, you don't need any items. It's like, okay, we got 3 people, we Winter's Curse, and boom, if you have any sort of damage followed up, you win the fight. So, Fnatic either need to go all in on the lanes, or they need to draft more team fight or stalling heroes like, you know, Keeper or something like that to kind of take EHOME out of their 5-man style. Even Beastmaster, kind of see them where they're coming and push a little bit more. But